Test, test, test. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I already logged into Genshin, right? I'm just gonna demonstrate to you how quick I am with dailies. So, and if I didn't mention, dailies are different. Daily could be all different in each region of every nation. So, if you're in a new nation like this, I will not try attempt dailies until you're familiar with the landscape and layout. So, I'm gonna head over to Mondstadt. Mondstadt probably has the easy dailies to do. So Mondstadt, okay. I didn't mention, but the dailies could be random. They could be anywhere in the world. It depends on what region you pick too. If you don't see any dailies, it means you're set to a different nation. Unless it's set to every if it's set to random, it's different. When you change it, it don't change it to the next day. So okay, I don't think I have daily set. Okay, here we go. Dailies right here. Mark it. Find the quickest teleporter to it, and then go from there to it as quickly as you can, and voila. So my dailies are set to Fontaine right now. By the way, I have max stamina. Your stamina goes up to about, I think it's 240 is the max stamina gauge. Once you maxed out one of the towers, or one or many towers, it takes at least 2 towers and maybe a third tower to fully hit that max stamina. There'll probably be a limit cap increasement later. So that's one of them. Move on to the next. Next one is in water. Closest spot would be here. But in water, you probably want to use, well, if you have a character that specializes in this nation, like Farina has a special gift in water. So it's better to use Farina. Or plus you get a free character from each nation. So if you're lucky, I would use whoever you get for free. Who it is, I can't say. It may vary. Give me a second. All right. So we're gonna start the next one. Each daily will be different, so could be doing stuff like this, battles or whatever. That's another commission done. Next one is it is down in underground section of Fontaine. So yeah, sometimes you might play hide and seek here. Um, since every daily is different, this one's new to me. I've not done this one, so hit or miss on this one.
Imagining things? Or is all this standing making me dizzy?
Oh, certain choices might affect how they hide next time as well, or some dailies that have stuff like this. So I would be careful picking certain choices. If you don't know what to pick, it doesn't matter because you'll always be doing them. But it might affect the previous daily with those same people. Be different. So that's another one then. Should have one more left. All right. Well, it's not underground since I didn't have warp points activated there. But once all your 4 dailies are done, click and you take your rewards from here and you go to your claim. Also, if you do write a good amount, you don't actually have to do dailies for a couple of days. It depends on how many points you accumulated. How that works, I cannot really say since I didn't really bother reading it. I just skipped through it and whatever. I'll have to do it the next day.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
And you get this all the time until you reach a high enough rank. Though each war will be different based on every rank, but after you hit a certain rank, it becomes kind of like, it's up to you if you want to keep going beyond it or not.
Ad Astra.
If you have characters, you can put them in expeditions to help you farm material maps and other stuff. It's mostly food, rocks, and depending on certain stuff. So it used to be you have to do a 1 by 1, but now they have a claim all and dispatch all button now. So claim and just dispatch, and they're all checked automatically for the same area, unless you want to reselect a different area. Now about the resin I was talking about, we used to had 120, now it's 200. It went from 120 to 140 to 160. Now we get 200 resin. And if you don't play a certain day, you can condense those resin almost 200 of your points into condensed resins, which are these. You can have a maximum of 5. It used to be 1, and then they bumped it up to 3, but now it's 5. They might bump it up again to 10 or not. It depends on how much freedom they will allow us. But 1 condensed resin equals 2 runs. So when you do a single run, it counts as 2. So if you go through all those resins plus on top of what you have on resin, you can get away and do a lot. But if you're smart, you would just use all 5 condensed resins and then come back into town, make 5 more condensed, and then do those 5, and then wait until the next day and then farm it. Do your dailies, then do your condensed resins. You can do your dungeons to get your skills. Characters need certain stuff. My Farina here needs this from a weekly boss, so this is kind of a pain. Most characters don't have this, but some do. It may vary. These are on the field. These are dungeon related if you want to enhance their skills. Same with weapons and armor and anything else in particular. Constellations, you probably don't have to worry if you're not whaling. If you're going to be a free-to-play player, don't worry. You might, if you're playing with the free 4-star characters you were given by the game, you'll mostly max them out or so over time. If not, they'll just be like window constellations. Normally the constellations does help improve their overall abilities, but overall it's not really needed. You can still play without them. It depends on which character you got. If you get a free 5-star, I would probably invest on them. You want to get their best potential. Which character to go for, I cannot tell you. That comes down to your favorite picks. Oh yeah, you probably want to aim for a good, like at least somewhere in the 200 range for crit damage, and at least 40 to 50, if not better, for crit rate. And then your attack needs to be at least decent. But if your character specializes in HP, attack, defense, or something, you want to build it towards that in order to maximize their damage potential in what they're specialized in and what type of fighting. For example, my Farina specializes in HP, so I need to get my HP as high as much as possible, which will help boost off the offense for me and my teammates, and defensive by healing us, depending on what mode she's in, and also depending on what her skill is. When I cast this will do a lot of damage, even though Farina's base attack is not strong. This pretty much makes up for Farina's weak attack power. If I want to heal, I will switch to her different mode. Most characters have this. Every character has different stuff, so if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them the best of my ability. But that should sum up. My dailies only take me under an hour, unless I'm doing story or extra stuff. Alright then, that should be good.